now time to get to one segment we have been cooking up with Wal behind the scenes. It's all about the Brownlow medal Monday night, and you've got the Brownlow exclusive little preview. Give us the exclusive, Mitchy Wallis.
So the red carpet obviously involved as well. But first of all...
Jesus, who's going to be looking good on that with a little microphone in the number 7 on the front of it? Yeah, boy,
Oh, yeah.
Have you got your
nervous?
tailored suit
I have.
sorted
I
out?
can get it brought in a little bit too, so enough of those chocolate jokes. I'm
there
actually
you
holding
go.
up all right.
That's the 10. That's what happens when you run the 10.
Emma Friedman.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Good luck. So make sure you tune in and watch
sure you do.
some of Daisy with his finest work. But first of all, what's your thoughts? So we talk about individual accolades and awards. Is this still the most coveted award from a player's point of view?
It's a big
currently.
night.
For you. Is this above all else?
Everyone loves it. I think as like a player.
No, yeah,
As an award, would you
award.
rather be a Norm Smith medalist in a winning side, a Brownlow medalist?
I'm talking AFLPA, most valuable player, coach's award. What do you?
The best award is the medal around your neck and the Norm Smith is in football. And then the next one would be a Brownlow.
Would you rather win the AFLPA MVP or the Brownlow?
I think I'd personally like the Brownlow. You get a bit more limelight, more opportunity in the, with endorsements
I
and all
think it's
that.
worth about $1 million to you. They sort of reference it out over your career.
I don't think people talk about the other one as much. So I reckon if you want me to be honest, I'd like the Brownlow.
Yep.
It is,
Are you the same?
Yeah. Look, it's interesting that it is held in such high esteem, considering it's judged by blokes that we sit here and critique every week and tell them they get the game wrong. And then we're surprised at some of the outcomes. Paddy Cripps and the votes last year, the overcompensation maybe about the other way this year is going to be a watch, and there might be some funny ones thrown up. That's going to be the interesting if the little curlies as to some bloke who's had 7 touches but might have had an impact gets 3 votes all of a sudden and you go, where's this coming from?
There was a couple of stinkers last year. I remember Horn Francis had like 12 and I think he might have not even kicked a goal or kicked it, and he's
3.
got the 2 or 3. I'm going, what is
That
going
could
on
happen
here?
again this
Nick
year.
Dacos subbed after 15 touches with the 3.
And got 3. It's just bizarre
But
what
are
was
they going
going
to look
on.
outside like, is it, all right, Bailey Smith, we saw him all day, but Tommy Atkins had 48 tackles. Do we give him 3?
Well, that's what I mean. It's going to be
there you
fascinating.
go.
But the one thing I think before Wal gets is like the guys that always get shafted the year before, they get a couple cheapies the next year.
We'll get
So
a
Nick,
touch on
yeah,
that.
okay, sorry.
That's a
A little bit of a new concept to
There you
explore.
go.
Yeah.
Sorry,
But,
Wal, I've chopped you
just
out.
for those, I will touch on one thing though. Growing up as a kid, you reviewed the Brownlow medal as he's the best player. As in it was something that we still want to covet it as it's a major award.
Should you be allowed to win it if you're rubbed out? Now with how easy it is to get rubbed out.
I reckon if it's less than one, if you got 1 week, you should be back in.
Okay.
You?
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, Paul Curtis with that tackle got 3 or 4.
If you're
See,
good enough to win it and you miss a month, anyway.
I don't think so with everything else.
Fairest and best award.
Just contradicted myself, yeah.
But just a little bit of history. So it's the first award was 1924, and Kaji Greaves, which is the actual Geelong BNF, he was the first award recipient, and there's only been 4 players in history to have won it 3 times. Hayden Bunton of Fitzroy, Dick Reynolds, Bob Skilton, and Ian Stewart. So that's just a little bit of history. And in terms of the top 5 clubs, now there's 10 teams that have had 96 and 97 seasons. Who would be in the top 5, do you reckon?
Carlton?
Carlton, third, 5,876.
Collingwood?
Collingwood, second, 5,919. Essendon.
Richmond?
Geelong is number 1. I'll just start there. So over
Kaji
6,000.
Greaves gets it.
Who was 5?
Over 6,000, and Hawthorn's the other one.
So was Carlton not in there?
Carlton's third.
I was going to say,
First.
considering Paddy Cripps got 6,000
And then
votes last.
and the top 10. So the top 10 of all time. So Gary Ablett sits affirm the top with 262, and then we've got a current player, Paddy Dangerfield, on 251.
Is that right?
Yeah. Is he a chance to get more than 11 votes this year?
Or he should, I reckon.
I don't think so.
No.
I think Baz, Holmes, Jezza.
He might do it in ones early.
He could get 2. No, I don't think he gets 11.
So the top 5, Gary Ablett on 262, Patrick Dangerfield 251, Gary Dempsey on 246, Sammy Mitchell 227, and the Scotty Penderbury, this is the highest amount of votes without a Brownlow medal on 223. Poor bastard.
Oh, yeah, poor bastard.
Poor bastard.
He's done well. And then
48 years old playing unbelievable footy and he hasn't got a Brownlow. We should feel sorry for him.
And he's got 2 flags.
And there's a couple of players here. So Lachie Neale's on 209. So it's interesting to see how far he'll climb up the leaderboard because he's still playing. Nat Fyfe, 190, Marcus Bontempelli, 188, and Paddy Cripps on 186. So these players, depending on the years they have, could push themselves up into that top 10 bracket. And Nicky Dacos, this is an amazing stat. So he averages 1.81 or nearly 1.2 votes a game.
It's amazing stats.
It's amazing stat.
What days he's losing it, man? I can't.
No, that's right. And
Tommy's full face.
no, you are. I know.
That's it.
Anyway, so we're going to now. This is I'm making up this term, but I want you guys to give me your best an example of this. So Brownlow aura, you touched on before about people getting votes.
Diesel.
That deserve votes, that don't get votes. But this is my definition of Brownlow aura. The magnetic quality that makes a player more likely to attract Brownlow votes, shaped by their flair, their eye-catching style, past reputation, and standing in the game.
Yes or no, you got that from ChatGPT?
No, I don't think you would.
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that from ChatGPT.
Oh, you actually wrote that yourself.
I actually wrote that myself.
Yeah, keep going, Walt.
So who do you reckon in the AFL now, give us your top 4 players
Baz Linker's one.
who have the most Brownlow aura?
Baz Linker, the blonde, the good-looking rooster, and always has the ball.
Yep.
Keep going, you guys.
What was it?
So it's you said it before. We talked about Paddy Cripps getting votes, Nick Dacos getting votes because who they are. They've got Brownlow aura for mine.
Mm-hmm.
So this year, who's the top 2 or 3 players that are going to attract votes because of who they are and their aura rather than their output?
Dacos as well. Nick Dacos.
Nick Dacos.
I'm trying to think of 2 more
I'm
with aura.
thinking really hard about this for you. Marcus Bontempelli will get votes this year because he's the Bont.
Yes.
And he moves like he's very silky.
What? And I guarantee you back half of the year, Nass's aura will
there's
come
4.
through.
Is there anyone we're missing?
Oh, there'd be a few.
There'd be a few, but I reckon they're the guys that if you
Tom Green, he got a bit of Brownlow aura. Does he get votes?
He's got a bit of aura. Yeah, he votes. I think he does well. Finn Callahan's probably a sneaky.
But he doesn't.
But the way he moves, though, it's so impressive. You go, even like when he has, I think there was the game before the finals or anyway, he had like 25 and 2, but he moves so quick and every kick he's got, you're like, wow, who was that?
Yeah.
I reckon he's got a lot of aura.
Yeah, because there's also the media presence, like whether the media love the person or not, how they talk about him, how they spruik. So Bailey Smith on the front cover of the Herald Sun every second week with his not only his football but his dating life and everything else. So that's again that all plays a role in Brownlow aura. And now if we go to PointsBet, some of the markets. I know you guys are more interested in this than the stats.
We were, absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, with the punters out there listening.
Some of the punters out there listening. But we've got our top 5.
Wakey.
Now, there's probably 6 names. Now, at 6 is Nass paying $34 to win. Now, he's probably the only one outside of the top 5.
Our man Moose, big shout out to Moose, Inglewood Coffee Roses. He's backed Nass at the start of the year. I think it was 1,001, wasn't it? Well, get the graphic up. But anyway, keep going. I just wanted to give him a shout out because he's had a little play on him and he's had he's done well.
Cash out? No.
Can he
cash out? No. But so he's paying $34 currently, and then your top 5 goes as follows: Nick Dacos, $2.50, outright favourite.
Real short, isn't it?
Very
I
short.
like that.
Bailey Smith, $4.75. Which, there's still some value there.
Top 2.
Jordan Dawson and Noah Anderson at $6.
Does Rouse steal too many votes? That's the only problem.
Rouse 5th favourite at $13.
There you go. Oh my Lord. What is that? Is that your mates?
That is.
Wow, I just saw a little multi that's got a cash out that's
quite considerable.
That's not for you, but maybe for me and Daisy.
Look, you're not moving suburbs. You're not, but we are. We're going from TOO of Tooradin to Toorak. But I'm not sure where you go from Tooradin.
Yeah, that's the Nass.
Maybe the
that is it.
That is it.
The last leg is that Nass.
Nick Dacos Brownlow, Jeremy Cameron Coleman saluted, and then Geelong to win the flag.
Oh, that was another one. There's got 2 going. The great man.
So who's out of your top 6? Do you find it's going to take that out?
Yeah, I didn't listen. I'm not going to lie.
Nick Dacos.
I think Nick Dacos currently is so stiff not to have probably won 2. Yep. Like second behind the highest amount of votes of all time, and he would have won in his second year when he ran 3rd, I think it was, purely to the fact that he missed 3 games in the latter part of the season with that knee. His year hasn't, I don't think, been as good. But in saying that, I don't think others have as well. So, you don't have to have your best year. You just have a better year than everyone else. Bailey Smith, a little bit of the unknown. Max Holmes, the same there.
Just a couple of games too, Bailey
Smith. And the Anderson Rao is going to be interesting. Can they sort of do a Cousins and Kerr of
Well, who's got more aura out of those 2? Who's going to get the 3?
Is it going to come down to aura?
Anderson's got more aura. I think Rao's got more red-headed energy. In there, like bash crash, not as sexy, but in the umpire's face and, take note because he's flying through with the prone.
So I'm just on PointsBet, Wall, and I've got a top 5 Brownlow performance, and Tom Green is $4. I reckon that's a nice play. When you're talking 250 for Nick Dacos, I think we'll win. But 250, I think is mad.
So
I think $4 for Tom Green, top 5.
Bit hot sauce.
Yeah, I just
Have
think
a piece of it
that
then.
is saucy. And you can get $10 for top 3. Considering the Giants season, though, it was pretty good. He had the most disposals in the league, didn't he?
Tom Green.
I'm pretty sure he's right up there.
One, but yeah.
Kicks goals. Anyway.
So here's another market. So most votes within a club. Now, Adelaide's is an interesting one because it's most votes without Dawson because Dawson's is outright favourite. We have Isaac Rankin at $1.30 and then Riley Thrillseeker at $3.
Oh, $1.30 short.
Forwards just don't poll. That's another thing. You want to go back to your
But he
thing,
kicks them
Wal. You need
bags.
aura and you can't be a key forward. Ask Jesse Cameron. Well, he's one of the greatest forwards we've had in the last whatever many years and he just doesn't poll many votes. And this year it would be interesting to see how many votes he polls, considering he's kicked 1,000 goals.
1,000 goals, fantastic.
Minus, 900.
And at the Bulldogs, I've highlighted Ed Richards here a lot over the program. You guys were getting into me for that. So $3.75 for most votes, and then we've got the skipper at Marcus Bontempelli at $1.30. Do you reckon Ed can vote enough?
I can.
So
I
do I.
think
That's
that's
what
a
I
really nice market.
That's what. And
It'd be a
I'm
hard
definitely
watch.
have a double.
Bond would be storming home over the top because
Yeah.
Bond had an unbelievable finish to the year.
So
And even that last game against Fremantle.
he'll get 3 for that.
Yes, he should get 3
Oh,
votes.
Paddy Voss
Again,
might
to this
enter
market,
the chat.
most votes in the last 8 rounds.
Oh,
Bont,
$2.40, but then we said Nas paying $3.
Bont, Nass, and Noah Anderson are from my.
$4.50.
There you go. They're the ones that come to mind.
bang. That's a good market.
That's a good market.
Yeah, they're always fun to play in those sort of markets on Brownlow night.
As we know, it's one of the most prestigious nights of football. And what are you laughing at?
The lack of energy that you just brought to us.
Yeah.
Well done, Wallace.
For me, this is Tuesday. I got to wrap the fucking show up, you idiots.
No idea what to pick for this multi.
Mate, try picking something from this menu.
You want to know who's hot? You need PointsBet. It's like hot sauce, but for sport. And now with the added spice of StatMate. So you know who's hot
It's mine.
and who's not.
PointsBet, now with AFL player stats from StatMate. Yeah, that's built different. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.